Imagine if you had a secret system for making money. The same system that certain investment giants have quietly used to amass millions. Imagine if this system could be used by you today to safely and ethically unlock vast amounts of personal wealth. What's more, this system can be used to get out of debt, fund your retirement, quietly building lasting wealth for you and your family. Can one system really do all this? Yes. And it all starts with one small, life-changing step you can take today. Investment expert Jeff Avery has not only discovered this secret system, he's perfected it. This is the same system that's been used to help countless people turn just a little bit of money into a king's ransom. I urge you to pay close attention, because the investing principles you're about to discover, or perhaps rediscover, can change your life. And by the end of this short video, you'll receive specific, practical recommendations that you can put into practice starting today.
Hi, this is Jeff Avery with an important message. By the time you're done watching this short video, you're going to discover how ordinary people, just like you and me, can take as little as $1,000 and turn it into almost $10 million. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it is true. I've perfected a powerful system that can deliver outstanding investment returns. In fact, in just the last 2 years alone, it's produced not 1 or 2 or 5 or even 10, but 23 individual winners, of which 17 were triple-digit home runs. And amazingly, there was even one quadruple grand slam. And again, that's just in the last 2 years alone. Consistent double-digit and even triple-digit gains are nice, but the real power is being able to take a small amount of money, leverage it through the power of the stock market, and grow it quickly. It's being able to take your own money and rapidly scale it up to 5, 6, or even 7 figures. But don't just take my word for it, because I'm going to show you a 100% verifiable trading tsunami where a relatively modest $1,000 was grown into $9.4 million in less than a year. That's right, $9.4 million. Now that's a life-changing amount of money. That's financial freedom, where you do anything and everything you want. It can help you pay off not only your bills, but the bills of your loved ones as well. It can help you travel the world and go to places you've always wanted to see. But first, let me address the silent elephant in the room. Can it really be this easy to turn $1,000 into $9.4 million? The answer is no. And yes. Here's what I mean. The odds of stringing 5 mega successful trades in a row are, quite honestly, astronomical. It would be like winning your state lottery more than once in a year, like correctly guessing where lightning is going to strike next week. So no, the odds are probably against you. But yes, absolutely, by taking a modest amount of money and using my stock recommendations and tapping into the amazing wealth-building power of the stock market, you can make a life-changing amount of money, perhaps even 7 figures in a very short span of time. So why share this example? 3 reasons, really. First, I want to show what's possible. I want to show you it is possible. I want to show you it's possible for you. Second, you'll get a small glimpse at the types of financial bonanzas my system can deliver. Third, even if you're only a fraction as successful as this scenario, then you're still enjoying an easy 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures in less than 1 year. That's pretty compelling, isn't it? Here, let me show you a real-life example so you can see what I'm talking about. All of these stock plays were recommendations that I made in the exact same order you'll see right now. Let me show you how we started with a mere $1,000 and grew it into 7 figures fast. Imagine if a company developed an amazing technology, a technology that could capture energy from the ocean's endless rolling waves and use it to power countless homes and businesses throughout the world. We're talking a 100% clean energy source with no dangerous impact on the environment or anyone's health. Pretty amazing, right? Well, a little tech company called Ocean Power Technologies, Inc., or OPTT for short, has patented something called power buoy technology, which does exactly that. OPTT has a power buoy called the PB150 that moves up and down in the middle of the ocean as it gets hit by waves and transfers that energy to a power grid on shore. You can imagine my surprise when I found this groundbreaking company with a significantly undervalued stock price. I did some due diligence and recommended it to my loyal legion of followers. You can imagine how happy they were as OPTT shot up 243.63%. Our simple $1,000 grub stake just jumped to $3,436.27. In the grand scheme of things, $3,400. May not sound like much, but when creditors are banging on the door or the kid's tuition is due, that money can be life-changing. Not only that, but what really matters is the opportunity. Because if you can do it once, you know you can do it again. Now, I don't mind taking calculated risks, and I can imagine you don't either. But with new money in our account, let's make our future investments feel, well, a little less risky. Let's take our original seed money of $1,000 and put it back in our pocket. That way, it's safe. Moving forward, we'll only work with our winnings. If we were in a casino, that's called playing with the house's money, which is the best money to play with. Now, ever notice how many people around you are playing a video game on their tablet, phone, or computer? You're not alone. 72% of U.S. households are busy playing video games, almost every day. More people play video games than read books. In fact, the video game industry is expected to jump from $56 billion to $82 billion by 2015. And that's why I was keeping an eye out for an under-the-radar software company. It didn't happen overnight, but I found a sleeping giant that many investors hadn't spotted yet. Soul and Vibe Interactive is a publisher of games and game-related content for consoles, mobile devices, and personal computers. But unlike their competition, SOUL developed strategic relationships and contractual agreements with some well-known brands. In fact, my research turned up that Soul has a license agreement with General Mills, game development and publishing agreements for the PlayStation game machines, and similar deals for the Xbox 360 video game system, Windows 8, Windows Live, and Windows Phone. But that's not all. In addition to Windows Phone, Soul had deals in place to develop and publish games for mobile platforms such as Apple's iPhone and Android. This bargain basement priced company was quietly sitting on signed deals to create games on almost every major platform. When I alerted my followers, Soul was trading at 90 cents per share. Within 90 days, it had shot up to $4.44 per share, a triple-digit gain of 393.33%. With our initial $1,000 safely tucked away in our pocket, our small investment of $2,436.27 quickly multiplied to $12,018.95 in the matter of just a few months. Imagine what's possible with that kind of money. Maybe it's a much-needed luxury vacation, or maybe there's a medical procedure someone in your family requires. Remember, we're still playing with house money, not our initial $1,000 grub stake. With just 2 trades, we're up over 1,000%. Can you do this? Absolutely. But hold on, it gets better. This next little gem, I'm happy to say, I uncovered before the rest of the investing herd did. As the creator of the world's first portable handheld device for real-time biofeedback, BioZoom, symbol BIZM, was poised to break out. I did some additional research and then emailed my followers telling them that BioZoom looked like it could trend much higher. Sure enough, the stock shot up like a rocket. Within a month, we'd grabbed a healthy 266.67% gain. Our portfolio now swelled from $12,018.95 to $44,069.50. We have enough to pay cash for a new car or even put a respectable size deposit on a new house. But we weren't ready to cash out. And it's a good thing we didn't, because our next play was simply epic. Like many savvy investors, I have a list of stocks that I want to keep an eye on. When they start showing signs of trending upwards, then I start paying closer attention to them. A select few of them become worthy of recommending, and last year, Creative Edge Nutrition, symbol FITX, was one of them. Here was a classic case of a stock that was undervalued and unnoticed by the vast majority of investors. At the time, I added it to my watch list. I made a note it had the potential to take off. All it needed was some additional trading volume under it to create a profitable upswing. Not too many people knew FITX was a nutritional supplement company that offered a wide range of products. Products including capsules, tablets, and powders in cash cow categories like weight management, nutrition, energy, and fitness. Even fewer people knew the company had made several major acquisitions within the previous year. A few weeks after I added FITX to my own watch list, the stock went up 20%. Not bad. How many other investors would love to see that kind of return in a year? But was it the beginning of a breakout? I thought so and emailed my loyal followers. I told them that FITX could be one of my big winners and they needed to buy it or at least put it on their own watch list immediately. It was simple, really. With everything FITX had going for it, the stock was trading for less than a penny per share, so there was a lot of room for upside growth. Sure enough, the stock started rolling like a tiny snowball down a hill, gradually gaining momentum along the way. Within mere months, it had grown into a monster. By the time we put in our sell order, we were up a jaw-dropping 2,152.94%. Our tidy $44,069.50 little snowball had grown into an avalanche-sized portfolio of $992,859.89. Admittedly, this is uncommon, but I did recommend it. It did happen, and it will happen again. And when it does, you've just entered the top 1% of U.S. households, people who are called high net worth investors. At this point, many investors would want to sit back and take it easy. Maybe they decide to retire early or shift their newly gained windfall into something more conservative and less risky, like bank CDs or government bonds. But we didn't rest on our laurels, not a chance. Instead, we focused a bit more on finding the ideal stock play. We could afford to sit and wait until we found it instead of grabbing the first promising stock that showed up on our radar. And it's a good thing we did, because the next pick delivered an explosion of profits that could have filled a Brinks truck full of money. You see, I turned up another sub-penny gem that was poised to deliver a gusher of investor profits. While many investors worry about sub-pennies being volatile, I'm not one of them. I love how a simple bump in their trading volume can help them double or even triple their share prices in a day. Itonis, symbol ITNS, has two distinct units in their company, a pharmaceutical division and a division called Paramount Discoveries. The pharmaceutical branch is headed by Dr. Charles Hensley, a pioneer in the development and marketing of therapeutic, nutraceutical, and homeopathic preparations. In fact, Dr. Henley had been a key player in getting the popular over-the-counter medicine Zicam launched. ITNS had an upcoming product of theirs, Emisol, an over-the-counter homeopathic product for nausea relief, and it was getting a lot of positive publicity. Needless to say, having a proven veteran like Dr. Hensley on the company's board could only help Emisol launch smoothly and profitably, and getting FDA approval was one of those early big steps needed to help the launch succeed. But the good news for ITNS didn't end there. Remember their other division, Paramount Discoveries? Well, Paramount Discoveries had pulled off what was previously thought to be impossible. They demonstrated the ability to stimulate magnetism in elements and minerals. This breakthrough was considered phenomenal news because activating the magnetic moment in elements and minerals lets scientists change how they construct, develop, and manipulate these elements. Suddenly, almost overnight, companies had unlimited possibilities how these elements could be used. New applications galore. I alerted my subscribers about this sub-penny dark horse, and sure enough, within a few months, ITNS had grown 851.51%. And our portfolio? Well, incredibly, it exploded from an already impressive $992,850